Now, Pakistan desperately needs funds. It is on the hook for billions, and the bills are piling up. You could say none of this is news. This has been the Pakistan story for a while now. What's new is this. They have a new payment to make, a demand from Iran, more like an ultimatum. You see, Pakistan had a deal with Iran. They've committed to building a gas pipeline, but they haven't built it yet. And Iran is done waiting. The Iranians say either complete the project or pay a penalty, a whopping $18 billion. That's what Iran wants Pakistan to pay, $18 billion. Obviously, Pakistan does not have that kind of money. So can they finish the project? Like I said, it's a gas pipeline. The deal was signed way back in 2010. Pakistan and Iran called it the peace pipeline. It was supposed to run from the Iranian border to Pakistan's Gwadar port. That's a distance of over 1,900 kilometers. More than 1,100 kilometers of this pipeline was supposed to be on the Iranian side and more than 700 kilometers in Pakistan. And it would have been a boon for Islamabad. Their country would have benefited immensely from the project. It would have boosted their energy security. The pipeline was supposed to supply up to 1 billion cubic feet of gas per day. This volume of gas can power up to 30 million homes a day. Now, the tenure of this pact was 25 years. 14 of those years are already over, and Pakistan is still sitting on it. It is yet to build the pipeline. Iran has done its bit, though. Their side of the project is done. They're ready to export the gas, and they've invested heavily in this pipeline, at least $2 billion so far. That's what Iran has invested. But Pakistan has not delivered on its part. It hasn't even completed the groundwork. The pipeline, like I told you, was supposed to be built in Gwadar. According to the Pakistani press, they're yet to acquire the land for this project. Now, you may ask why. Why is Islamabad dragging its feet? Well, they blame all of it on US sanctions. And for a change, they may have a point. The US has placed sanctions on Iran over the Iranian nuclear program. It has kept Iran out of the international banking system. So if Pakistan imports energy from Iran, if Pakistan buys gas from Iran, it will end up violating American sanctions. What's worse, it could be slapped with American sanctions. Needless to say, Pakistan cannot afford that, and they will not risk it. But this is not the only reason they've been lagging behind. Pakistan has made multiple flip-flops on this matter. In the month of March this year, they said they don't need a waiver, that Pakistan does not need a waiver from the US to construct the pipeline. That's what their foreign minister said, foreign ministry said. But within a few days, they changed their tune. Pakistan's petroleum minister said they would seek a waiver for the project after all. In fact, he said, and I'm quoting, they would plead Pakistan's case vigorously. These flip-flops seem to have upset Iran. In 2014, they had granted a 10-year extension to Pakistan. That extension will expire this month. So now Iran has sent a final notice to Islamabad. Their message is quite simple. Build the pipeline or we'll see you in court. And what happens if Pakistan does not comply? Well, Iran could move the International Court of Arbitration. The court could impose penalties on Pakistan. If Pakistan loses this case, they could be asked to pay up to $18 billion. This is money that Islamabad does not have, $18 billion. It was bailed out by the IMF earlier this year, remember? It's the International Monetary Fund, the lender of last resort. And that bailout was not enough. So Pakistan is lobbying with the IMF again for a larger and longer bailout, although that wouldn't stop Iran from seeking damages. Pakistan is also a repeat offender. In 2019, an Australian mining company took Pakistan to court over an exploration contract. The company had invested in a copper mining project. The International Court of Arbitration heard the case. They found Pakistan guilty. They imposed a fine of $6 billion. Pakistan later settled the case out of court, and they still ended up paying $1 billion to the Australian company. Pakistan also has energy bills to pay. It owes some $15 billion to Chinese companies. Those bills are still unpaid, those power bills to China. Again, Islamabad does not have the money to settle them. In July, it reached out to China with a request. It wants this debt to be restructured. What does that tell you? If the Chinese can't get Pakistan to pay, we say good luck to Iran. The peace pipeline should serve as a cautionary tale. Pakistan is a serial defaulter and it is broke. Iran's pipeline looks like a pipe dream.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.